thinking about tomorrow.
Don't stop. It'll soon be here.
It'll be better than before.
Yesterday's gone.
Yesterday's gone.
When you have a bank you can trust, you have the confidence to take on tomorrow. Trustmark. People you trust, advice that works.
Quality, integrity, and excellence. Kinkade's Fine Clothing, Old Town Square, Ridgeland.
Where is your nearest Bank Plus? We're here. Here. And here. We're with you wherever, whenever you need us. Your bank. Your plus. Bank Plus.
For over 40 years, Strength Roofing and Siding has been Mississippi's leading commercial and residential roofing company. We take care of what's over your home so you can take care of what's inside. Strength Roofing and Siding. Call for a free inspection and estimate today.
Hello, Jags. I'm Mary Hawkins Butler, and I am honored to be your mayor. I'm your biggest fan. Not only do you compete athletically, but also academically. Oh, we are so proud of you. You compete locally, you compete regionally, and nationally. We know that the time is now. You can make your mark. Go out and get it. Nothing is impossible. We are behind you and we love you.
Welcome to the Toby Collins Coaches Show, brought to you by our friends at Kinkade's Fine Clothing. I'm Bob Sullender, along with the head coach of the Madison Central Jaguars, Coach Toby Collins. Madison Central 31, Gulfport 21. On the defensive side of the ball, Avery Jackson led the defense with 7 tackles. Miles Miller added 5 tackles and a sack, and 16 different players got in on tackles on defense. And Coach, just a great defensive effort when it came to that second half. A little water on the field and kind of changed things up for the Gulfport offense. But man, that defense really came and really was able to kind of strangle the Admirals on that second half.
Yeah, with the exception of a couple of busts, in the back end and maybe a missed tackle or two here and there. I thought we played really well defensively Friday night. Avery Jackson, Miles Miller, those two guys are having tremendous years. Thought we did a really good job defending the pass. The good thing, it's hard to see as just a fan, but Gulfport runs a lot of RPO style stuff, so they've got the option to run the ball or pass the ball, and I thought we did a really good job of defending the run while defending that pass option. So even their coach after the game mentioned that. I thought we did a really good job of taking that away, and that comes from film watching throughout the week with the coaches and the players, and just had a great week of preparation. I thought it worked out really well.
You've got that 3 to 4 yards of shotgun when they're running that RPO.
Yeah.
But when your defensive line's in the backfield all the time, it's hard for them to make that decision.
That's the big thing, getting penetration and kind of being disruptive up front, and we did that. Did a really good job of it.
Did the rain play a part?
I don't think so. I mean, it didn't rain enough, or it didn't rain long enough for it to really become an issue. Ball boys did a really good job of keeping a dry ball in there. We did put the ball on the ground way too much. We only lost 1 or 2, but the ball hit the ground too much for my liking.
Well, special teams always plays a part. What are your summations of how things are going on that side of the
It's going good. I thought we made some improvement from week 1 to week 2, and then obviously had the big field goal right there at the end. Jack put the ball in the end zone every time he kicked off, except for once. Which is big. Anytime you can kick it into the end zone and make that team drive the ball 80 yards, the likelihood of scoring goes down tremendously. So getting better, still some things that we can improve on. We faked a punt, we didn't get set, and that got called back. So that's something we've been working on for a while now. We got the look that we wanted, and we've we hit it, and we would have had the first down, but we didn't get set. So that was disappointing. But other than that, I thought we played well in special teams.
Up next, we'll talk about the offense against Gulfport. Madison Central 31, Gulfport 21, right here on the MC Big Blue Network, Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM.
Football is all about teamwork, hard work, and dedication. Kind of like selling cars. And Gray Daniels, well, we're the best in the game. With the largest selection in the state, you won't find lower prices on new Fords, Chevys, Nissans, Volvos, or Toyotas anywhere else than at Gray Daniels. No matter what brand you pick, you always get the best price in town. And that's what's called having skin in the game. Visit any of our Gray Daniels locations in Jackson or Brandon today.
Few know these hands, hands that beat the sun to work and greet the rising moon. Herculean hands of stone skin and weather palms. These are hands inclined to plant, till, and toil in the soil. Few hands clock 80 hours a week. Fewer still find more time to hold, hug, and love their family. These hands feed the world, but you may not recognize them because few know these hands.
Welcome back to the Toby Collins Coaches Show, brought to you by friends at Kinkade's Fine Clothing. I'm Bob Sullender, along with the head coach of the Madison Central Jaguars, Coach Toby Collins. Madison Central 31, Gulfport 21, 144 passing yards for the Jaguars, 269 rushing yards on the ground. And Jaden Johnson, 14 of 19, 144 yards and a passing TD. Micah Jones led with 45 receiving yards and a touchdown. Zay Hart added 45 yards, and 6 receivers actually got their hands on the ball as well. So it looked like the pass protection was really good for Jaden Johnson most of the ball game.
Yeah, you know, Jaden's playing with a lot of poise. It's obvious that he's going out there and having fun, playing the position, whereas last year he was kind of feeling his way through it. And this year, like I said, he's going out there and making plays and having fun. You know, very efficient night offensively. We're kind of right there in that sweet spot where we want to be. You know, our pass to run ratio, you know, getting, 14 of 19 is good. I mean, that's good. And, a couple of times he had to throw the ball away because of scrambles. But, other than that, it's very efficient when you can go out there and do what we did, being able to run the football, which I think opens up the pass, and we took advantage of that. Then when 6 different people touch the ball on the perimeter, I don't know if you remember last week when we talked in the coaches show, that's something we emphasized throughout the week of practice. We want to get the ball on the perimeter and let our kids make plays, and that's what we did. That's why we're able to move football.
Talking to Baxter a little bit during halftime and into the third quarter, we didn't think Singleton had a is he hitting on all cylinders? What's going on? But Glenn Singleton, 24 carries, 126 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns, and we didn't think he had a pretty good game.
No, and that's the funny thing about Glenn. He had a little bit of an off night. First drive, call a play, he got confused, ran the wrong way. A couple of different busts here and there with him. But that's the thing about him. Had an off night, but still had 24 carries for over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's being a good football player.
Yeah, and when you give tape to the other teams, you look at players that touch the ball, running the football. You got Jaden Johnson, Zay Hart, Mikael Hogue, and Mikael Stevens. All of these players touch the ball, and that just gives the other team, oh my God, what are we going to do? They got playmakers everywhere.
Yeah, I mean that's a good problem to have. To have good football players. There's only one football, and that's what we remind them all the time. Don't be selfish, and they're not at all. And they're just as happy when somebody else gets the carry or gets the touch as when they do. So as long as we can keep that, and like you said, the 3-headed monster in the backfield with Glenn and Michael and Michael. And getting better every week on the offensive line. So I mean, it's a process. I mean, it's not something you're gonna go out there in game 1 and look like you would in the 10th game of the year. So it's a process. We're gonna get better every week in all 3 phases of the game, and that's the idea.
Up next, we'll talk about tonight's matchup with the Northwest Rankin Cougars right here on the MC Big Blue Network, Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM.
Wendy's is open until midnight or later. So give in to those cravings. Get that Baconator.
Give me one honk if you want a Baconator.
Let me get that beat for 6 strips of bacon. Oh, there it is.
When I say bacon, you say Ader. Bacon.
Woo! Let me get a toot on the mega.
All right.
Okay. Now, when I say...
Dude.
Sorry.
When the craving strikes, go night mode and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's Baconator.
Professional Eye Care Associates has a large variety of designer eyewear for all your needs. Whether it's bifocals, specialty lenses for sports and hunting, or help with long hours of computer work, we can take care of you. If you prefer contact lenses, our professionals will guide you to ensure your best vision and optimal comfort through the variety of premium contact lens options available in our office. Call Professional Eye Care Associates to schedule an appointment to improve your vision today. 5 locations to serve you: Brandon, Canton, Madison, Ridgeland, and Yazoo City.
Renova Roofing can take care of all your roofing needs. From storm damage to full-scale replacement of any residential or commercial roof system, Renova can handle any size job. Renova works with your insurance company to get your storm-damaged roof replaced to current building standards, making sure you get the roof that will protect you for years to come. Based in Mississippi and licensed and bonded across the Southeast, contact Renova today to learn how you can experience the best roofing services in the state. Visit renovaroofing.com to schedule your free consultation today.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Welcome back to the Toby Collins Coaches Show, brought to you by our friends at Kinkade's Fine Clothing. I'm Bob Sullender, along with the head coach of the Madison Central Jaguars, Coach Toby Collins. Jaguars host Northwest Rankin. The Cougars come to town to the Jungle. Cougars come into the contest 2-1, 1-point wins both over Clinton and Ocean Springs. The Cougars offense averaging 112 passing yards, 105 yards rushing per game, and 28 points per game. Coach, this is a team that seems to be able to put some points on the board. They do it in all facets, really balanced type of attack. What are some of the things you see for this team when it comes offensively?
Well, number one, they got good players. They're really well coached on both sides of the ball. Their staff does a tremendous job. Know a lot of those guys, work with a lot of those guys, and they're not just good coaches, they're good people. And, skill player-wise, they've got as many weapons as anybody we've seen. Offensively, they do a really good job of jumping in and out of a lot of different formations. So our kids are going to have to be disciplined and getting lined up correctly, because if you don't, they're going to out-leverage you, and then they're going to exploit that. So like I said, they do a really good job of moving kids around, getting in some formations that are a little bit unorthodox. And, they may have, 3 receivers to the one side, one of them is covered up. He is ineligible, but our kids have to know that and get lined up correctly and have enough people to be able to stop the run. And, they're a lot like us, where they want to run the football to open up the pass. And, their quarterback that's playing there, I can't call his name, but their quarterback does a really good job of distributing the ball and getting the ball out of his hand quickly.
Defensively, they seem to have been in the backfield all year long. In their first 3 games, 7 sacks. Is there a couple of other plays you have to put in, maybe some screens and maybe some draw plays that might kind of keep them off guard when it comes to that rush?
Well, there's always that option. Don't want to give away too much on a coach's show, but again, just like their offense, they're really well coached defensively. Never seem to be out of position. Do a really good job of running to the football. Really good tacklers. So we're going to have to pick our spots. We're going to have to be patient. We're going to have to be efficient offensively and sustain drives. I know that's something I talk about every week, but the first 3 weeks of the year, there are 2 or 3 drives throughout the night that things are going well, and all of a sudden we shoot ourselves in the foot with either a procedure penalty or a bust or a turnover or whatever it may be. We've got to eliminate that and be able to sustain drives and put it in the end zone.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, up next to the field, we'll return to the Jungle right here on the MC Big Blue Network, Super Talk Mississippi 97.3 FM.
Visit CIA Autoplex, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle needs. Whether you're looking to buy a new vehicle, service your current vehicle, or give it a showroom shine, we've got you covered. Sales, service, and detailing. Located at 380 Distribution Drive off Gluckstadt Road in Madison. When it matters most, CIA Autoplex. Visit www.ciautoplex.com today.
At Davini, we are your hometown Kubota dealer. We're the oldest Kubota dealer in the U.S. That means we've been doing it better longer than anyone else. We have 2 locations in the metro area to serve you, Madison and Jackson. When I say hometown, it means something to us.
We are hometown. We are hometown. We are hometown.
We support our local schools, community organizations, and local municipalities. Shopping and keeping business local keeps our community strong.
We are hometown.
Raffles are a great fundraiser for organizations because they can raise a lot of money quickly. However, selling and processing tickets is an administrative nightmare, requiring numerous volunteers and hundreds of man-hours. Raffle Breeze seamlessly combines online sales, paper tickets, robust reporting, and your own branded website to make running a raffle painless. Raffle Breeze has helped organizations raise hundreds of thousands of dollars. We can help your group do the same. Visit rafflebreeze.com for more information.